Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mind Your Own Business, the 5 to Thrive series. We are on the last step, step 5 of 5. So put it in your chat room. Step 1, conversations. Step 2, invitations. Step 3, presentation. Step 4. Come on, show-offs. Yes, yes. And step 5 is, I know it's all your favorite, collect a decision. I know it's not your favorite. We're going to make it your favorite, okay? We're going to live in like opposite world where collecting a decision is going to be your favorite part of this whole series. That's my goal for you. I got 2 no's this morning and I was like, yes, I just love collecting. As Joby would say, an informed decision is the best kind of decision to collect. Sometimes we get to inform them and sometimes we don't, but that's the best kind of decision to collect, an informed decision. And so I'm going to give you some of my top pointers and then we'll open up for discussion. So a very, very profound thing was said by Travis Flaherty maybe a month ago. I had never heard it said this way, that closing is actually an opening. So I want you to unmute yourself and I want you to repeat after me. Closing equals opening on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Closing equals opening.
Let's say it again.
Closing equals opening.
Okay. See, I did a little Michael Burnoff there. Okay, so mute yourselves. What do I mean by that? When you close someone, it opens the door to their next opportunity in life. The only way that people can actually change their lives with us here at APLGO is if they start the business, right? So closing them means they're opening the next phase of their life. And when you think about that, I think you would agree, it sounds like a gift, right? And it's a wonderful thing. And so a couple things I want to point out that have really, I've learned from sales training, from following Big Al, from talking with all of you, from being in the trenches and learning what doesn't work and what does. And so I'm going to give you some really top tips here. One is the concept of asking, is there any other info you need to help you make a decision? Kevin knows this. Like, so you're having this great call and maybe you're on a 3-way even and you're like, okay, now what do I say? And is there any other information you need to help you make a decision? Now, they're either going to say yes, awesome. What is it? Like, that's my job, is to get you all the answers. That's my job. Not that you have to know them, but you can go get them, right? So if they say, yeah, awesome, I can't wait. What are they? Let's dive in. Questions and objections are just questions that need to be answered. And questions are just questions. Questions are just questions that need to be answered. It would be pretty normal for a human being to have lots of questions, wouldn't it? To start a business? I mean, it would be kind of weird if people started a business and knew nothing. So why do we think it's weird that they have all these questions? So our anxiety doesn't need to raise, and even if it does, that's fine, but our anxiety raises because we're like, oh God, here come the questions, and here come, oh God, am I gonna know everything? And does this mean they're not interested? And okay, so is there any other info you need to help you make a decision? They'll either say, yes, I haven't, or they'll say no. If they say no, put in the chat room, what would be the most wise thing you could possibly say if you were an amazing closer? I don't think I have any more questions. This sounds amazing, Lori. Wow. What would that be? Yes. Okay. You guys have to practice this, like in the shower, in your mirror. Say, great, let's get you started. Kelly, we don't even need to ask them the question. They have just said, it sounds great. I don't have any other questions. This sounds really cool. Great, let's get you started. Not, are you ready to get started? Because then the brain's gonna be like, I don't know. Okay, so great, let's go. Smart choice. So excited for you. Super smart choice. Welcome to the team. Congratulations. Okay. Now, so that's one kind of point. So do not get in the way of the sale of the closing. Do not get in your own way. If someone says, and start listening, like if they start saying, wow, Janice, this sounds super cool. You're like, it is really cool, isn't it? It's so exciting, and agree with them. Like they're a smart person for seeing that. Okay. So sometimes we make up objections and there aren't even objections coming from the person sitting in front of us. Okay. The next concept is, again, we always are using, skillfully using this idea of asking for permission. And so in closing, I might say, before we kind of take the next step, I'm the kind of person who likes to know all my options and kind of likes to get the best deal. I don't know if you're like me, but is that all right if I kind of told you the two options so that you could make the best decision for yourself? Tina D'Angelo and I have done so many three-ways where we say this exact thing because people don't know what they don't know. And so would it be all right now if I told you what your options are? They're all going to say yes. Would it be all right now if I told you what are the two options to get to play here at APLGO? And then you can kind of decide, and we can figure out what's best fit for you. It sounds very much like I'm going to be helping them make the best decision for them, not what Erin wants. Okay, so that's how we're going to ask permission when we close. And then we're going to, most of the time, make the case. I mean, maybe not, but often it's going to be probably going to want to be an associate if they understand that prime real estate. So this is how I explain the binary when people don't understand any of it. I say, okay, there's this word in our industry, it's called a binary, and part of our compensation plan is a binary, which just means I have two legs. So I got to put you on one of those, and the top prime real estate positions are at the top. So our team, and you all borrow this from me, our team adds over 100 people every month, and they've got to go somewhere. So they're going to go under people. So does that make sense that if you lock in your spot, they got to go somewhere? Some of those people are going to go somewhere below you. Pretty easy, right? So when you get them to paint the picture of it's prime real estate, those top, I mean, you all have prime real estate positions still open. Top 20 on each leg. I mean, those are prime real estate. Wouldn't you want to have one of those 2 years from now? Pamela's #1 prime real estate. She's super glad to have that and smart that she has that. That's very high up. So is ours. So is all of you. Okay, so permission. Can I walk you through this and we can help you figure out what's the best fit or best decision for you? How does that sound? And they'll say yes. So again, you want people to say yes. Okay. Third concept, when they're saying, wow, this sounds amazing, I want you to agree with them and then help them take the next step. Agree, take the next step. It's like the 1-2 jab. Agree, what's the next step? I totally agree. I totally agree. This is awesome. So let's get you started. Let's rock and roll. This is gonna be so fun. This is gonna be really great. It's gonna be so fun to do business with you. Agree and tell them what the next step would be. Awesome, let's get you going. So we have these 15 different drops. Like, what would you say are the ones you'd want to try for yourself the most? Okay, whatever. It's like, okay, whatever that next step would be. But I want you to agree. Like, it is really amazing. It is. You're right. You see that, Pat, don't you? You see how amazing these drops are. That's so cool. Like, agree with them. Okay. The next, if they say, I need to go talk to my husband, I need to go talk to my wife. Agree. Okay, agree. So this is what I might say. Oh my gosh, you sound just like Garth and I. When we make really important decisions in our life, we make it together. I love that. Like, why would you say you don't need to go talk to your husband or your wife? Like, that is so rude. Okay, but this is what I'm going to say. Can he hop on the call right now? Let's do it right now. Is he here in the living room? They'll be like, oh my gosh, like, because you don't want them going to explain to their husband what this is, because they don't know what this is. Can I get an amen? You do not want them to be the messenger of, I don't know, it's these candies and they say they're going to make all these money, and they sound like a lunatic. And most of us, have we ever went and told our spouse or significant other or best friend or whoever makes decisions with us, I'm going to go do something, and we didn't do it? Yes. So what's that person supposed to think? Like, I don't know. You always say you're getting really excited about this. No. So either let's grab her or him. Are they available right now to hop on the phone and we can answer their questions? You want to be the mouthpiece, or no problem. Let's make an appointment with him. What's good? Let's see. It's Thursday. What's good for him? Friday or Saturday? What's good? And let's get the three of us on the call and we can answer his questions. You do not want them doing this for you. They're not even in the business. They don't know enough. And that husband has questions. It's going to feel like a dream stealer, and he's not. He's just like, really? Like, really? Okay. So that's a pro tip. Okay. Last, when you're closing, if there's any objections, first we do what? Agree. That's right, Janice. We agree. I totally understand. And if it's true, that's exactly how I felt. But then we can do the if I would you line on their objections. Got it. You hate selling. Oh my God, me too. I said no to this industry for 6 years because I said I'm not going to sell anything to anybody. Somehow I have found a way to sell in a way that doesn't feel sleazy. If I could show you our system and how other people are finding that to be true too, would you be interested in learning that? If I would you. So if I could show you a way to do this business without insert objection, if I could show you how to do this business without insert their objection, would you be open to learning more? I don't have much time. Oh my gosh, totally get it. That's actually what I thought when I thought about you. Like, busy people get stuff done and you've got a lot, you're successful because you've got a lot of stuff, whatever you'd say that, or just, I totally get it. I don't really either. If I could show you how to build this business on a really part-time basis, maybe even from the pickup line of the school every afternoon, like I do, would you be interested? Like Pamela could say that. She's at times will do stuff on her phone, picking up her kids. At times she won't because that's her downtime, but you get what I'm saying. If I could show you how to do this without insert objection, would you be interested in like following the system and learning more? Like me showing you how we do that here. I don't know. I'm an all in kind of girl, Pamela. And when I do something, I like to go all in. And I am like full of like, I just don't think I could give this everything that I would want to. You're going to hear this one a lot. Say, oh my gosh, I love that about you. That's exactly the kind of person I'm looking to work with in my business. And I like to think of myself as the same. And if I could show you how you could actually be all in, and yes, integrate it into what you already do. Love that, Pamela. Thank you. And be all in multiple areas of your life. Would you be interested? What are they going to say no? Like, they're not going to say no. They're going to say yes. And say, actually, and then you could even think about like, actually on our team of 1,100 some people, I probably only know a handful of people that do this and only do this. Actually, our leader, Dr. Erin, no, she's not even one of those. She does it full time, but she still speaks and coaches and writes books. And so no, I don't think anyone just does this full time. I mean, I just came up with that. Like, you can do that. Like, no one I know on this team this is the only thing they're doing. I don't know anyone. Maybe there are people, but that's fascinating, isn't it? To use the objection and paint the picture that way. So I hope you fall in love with closing, which just means opening, and collecting decisions, and supercharges to collecting informed decisions, and then get super excited even when you get a no, because you've walked them through the system and you've done the 5 to thrive, and now they know what they're saying no to, and so do you, and you can go about your business being friends with them anyways, because that's what we're going to do. I had someone yesterday say no to me because she sells dirt, and she sells this supplement that literally is dirt. And we joke about this on this team, like we've swallowed dirt. And she's like, no, I'm going to stick with the dirt. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, you know what we're doing here, and you're going to stick with dirt. So you guys, I was so excited to get a no from her, because I just wanted her on my team. I said, you're one of the only friends left in my life who's not building this business with me. What a lovely thing to say. It's true. She's like, I love you so much, Erin. I'm like, I love you so much. And go sell your dirt, and we'll be friends. And I'll sell candy and make a lot of money helping people get healthy on candy. But it was fun to just collect a decision. So I love you. Thank you for joining 5 to Thrive. And I mean, my goodness, these are the skill sets that you're going to teach your team. This is it. You could go pro here at APLGO. So thank you for joining.